Hey, what's up? Adam, Amp Custom Paint and Collision. Giving you guys a little update on the frame swap. Right there. Right there. It's a little teaser pic. Anyway, the first video that I did was why you shouldn't accept the photo estimates from the insurance companies when they just kind of say, hey, send us your pictures and we'll give you a check for the damages because we'll take care of you. And then we've realized that that's not the way things work. So anyway, that being said, we talked about how the frame was damaged and it actually needed to be replaced because it was a non-serviceable piece that was damaged on the frame. And I just wanted to maybe show you guys what it takes to do it. As you see the cab hiding behind me. All right, I'm gonna flip this around for a second. There it be, okay. So there's the truck, engine, transmission, a new frame with most of the stuff swapped over on it. Old frame that we took off from underneath the truck. Brand new frame from General Motors, not a used frame from a junkyard. Not that there's anything wrong with that possibly, but we get new parts when we can get new parts, and we try to get new parts all the time. So that being said, that's the way we went. Customer pays their deductible, pays for good insurance. We want to make sure that they get a good quality part. All the fuel lines, brake lines, main engine or electrical harness for the tail lights and the fuel pump and stuff like that, exhaust, axle, all that stuff swapped over already. The guys are doing a great job of making this look really easy. Actually, they went through and they marked the frame with paint marker where along the way where everything plugged in and stuff. They matched it up really nice with the old frame before they took it apart to make it a seamless process of what they're doing. The engine and transmission, honestly, a lot of it stays together, so it's really not that big of a deal to pull it out. There's the cab, obviously. Don't mind the semi-hood. And here's the old frame. So I'm gonna give you just a little quick explanation of why we changed this frame. There's certain things on a truck frame or a car frame, whatever, that are considered serviceable parts and non-serviceable parts. These front mounts, this is where the radiator support mounts. These are serviceable. You can buy these pieces and cut them off, weld them on. Even this tube, I believe, is a serviceable piece. And these front frame horns, the rails are actually a serviceable piece. They sell a whole front cut that you can cut these off, slip a new section in, and then just weld it all the way around. I've done many of them on Trailblazers years ago because they were notorious for getting hit in that tube and bending them all up. They make them for the trucks also. Now, what's considered a non-serviceable part is one of these cross members or that mounts in the back. And not serviceable means GM doesn't want you to replace that piece because of structural integrity or how it's put on or manufactured or whatever. So if something like that's damaged beyond repair or beyond a good repair, then this is what you need to do. You need to put a frame underneath it. So I'm going to show you real quick where it was at. This hole here, this is where the lower control arm mounts in there and the bolt sides through it. That's what all your suspension and stuff mounts off of. So when you do your alignment and everything like that, that stuff has to be all in the right place in order for it to make alignment, not wear tires, stuff like that, drive straight down the road. This hole's oblong just a little bit. It's not terrible. It's actually pushed back a little in there too, you can see. The pushed back part is fixable. We could have straightened that out, not a problem. The oblong hole, not so much. This one's really bad. That hole looks like a slotted hole now, but it wasn't. It's supposed to be just one hole for the bolt to fit tight so it doesn't move around. It stretched that metal that much and actually tore it a little bit right there. That's why we replaced this frame. Some people would say, I'll just weld it full and then grind it and put a hole back in there and it'll be good to go. It's just not really the right way to do it. I'm not saying it couldn't be fixed like that, but that's just not the proper way. So that's part of the reason why we do the things the way we do. We want it done right. That way there's no problems down the road. There's no liability factor of welding up a frame that probably shouldn't have been repaired. Even if something seems insignificant, it's just best to do it the right way. So that's the way we do it. That's about it, man. Just a quick little video. Shout out to my buddy's foundation, Natalia Marie Foundation. Look them up. There's some really good people doing some good things. for people out there. So, all right, have a good night. Later.